And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Just about to get underway. And pitching here today, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Up the middle, Kim. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, not a lot of star power in this lineup against the top arm on the mound in this one.
Yeah, I might see something special out there on the bump in this one, and they definitely have their work cut out for them. You know, but some players, they actually take that challenge of facing an ace, and they actually raise their games. Take me, for example, not to pat myself on the back, but I did hit 370 off of Roy Halladay for my career.
Whoa! Hey, how'd you do against Tim Wakefield, Chris?
Yeah, like I said, Boog, I hit 370 against Roy Halladay.
One down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. In there, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Up and in, and that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Marlins down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And up next for Los Angeles, Hye-Sung Kim. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's downstairs.
1-2
the count. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Batting third.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
There's a strike. Man at first, 1 away. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Comes up empty.
No ball,
Kim,
2 strikes.
the runner at first with 2 gone. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Eric Wagaman. Strike 1. All right, Singy, you know him at Dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Ohtani.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy had testing. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. But they won't have a play as he takes first on the drop 3rd strike.
36, third baseman.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. And that one gets past the catcher. And the runner holds. Second inning here, no score. Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that one misses up and in. And the count 1-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
2-2 the count.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Matt Mervis at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here at the top of the 2nd. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting 8th, catcher, Nick
Now
Fortes.
it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Way inside, and that hit him.
First.
So bases all loaded up. And now the rookie second baseman, Javier Sanoja. That one at the knees for a strike. Sanchez at third. Mervis over at second. Fortes at first. 2 out of the inning.
0-2.
Went
One
with the
ball,
sweeper, but
2
it
strikes.
misses. Just
Inside
misses. 2-2. That
We
one
got full
just
count.
misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the
Bottom of the second, here come the
Leadoff for
Dodgers.
the
No
Dodgers.
score. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 is the count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here comes Max Muncy. That
Counts
one almost
1-0.
got him.
Hey.
He doubled up on the
I got 1
off
ball,
speed
1
there.
strike.
We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swings through that one for
1
strike
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
To the right side. Throws to first. They get the out on Muncy. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Fouled off left side. Righty delivers. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Ohtani back to work. And there's a foul ball. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Stowers, the batter now as he swings and
0-1
misses
the
for
count.
strike 1. Top of the third, no score. Pitch
Ball.
misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he chases a high fastball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
ball,
ball.
2
Try to go
strikes.
again with the fastball, slightly
Back outside.
elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes. Strikeout number 8.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1's
0-1.
the count.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically
No
talking
ball,
about the
2
first
strikes.
pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but
1
that
ball,
hasn't been the case
2
today.
strikes.
And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you
Batting
look back at the pitch
center
sequence on that
fielder,
strikeout, it's pretty
James
interesting. Away,
Outman.
in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Wagaman. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Mookie Betts will hit next. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers down. And we're back as we
Leading
go to
off
the top
for
of the
the
fourth.
Marlins,
Now the
left
left fielder, Eric Wagaman.
Wagaman.
And that one
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and
inside.
I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's
Ball,
probably
that's just
time
out.
to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
3-0 down. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder
Now
the
batting,
entire
the center
at-bat.
fielder,
So up
Jesus
next,
Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Norby batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. In the dirt, blocked. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next, for
And
the
now
Marlins,
it's going to be
first baseman,
Matt Mervis. Walked his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And a swing and a miss. Now it doesn't strike outs for him in this. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Hesung Kim. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Sanchez hauls it in, and there's one away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
So
0-1's the
back in
count.
2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base,
1-1.
and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before.
2 strikes.
And a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike
the
zone,
first
can be
baseman,
tough for hitters to get on top of.
Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Pitch
I got a
misses.
ball, 1 strike.
Ball 1. Freeman hits it in the air. Stowers makes the catch, and that'll do it. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back here at Dodger
Leading off for
Stadium,
the
ready
Marlins,
now for the
catcher,
5th inning.
Nick
And here
Fortes.
is Nick Fortes. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon. And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Inside, almost got him. And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And a swing and a miss. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Here's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja. Swings through that one for strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, he's got a great one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Marlins,
Now, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything,
Edwards.
but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
2 outs. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that is that. He's through 5. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. And a big swing and a miss.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Max Muncy. And the first offering is not close.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Fought off foul. Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. That's down and in. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Do it for the Dodgers here. And we are still scoreless. Back here in L.A. All set for the top of the 6th. And now Agustin Ramirez. Ohtani back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Ramirez, 23 years old. And he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, he gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Swings and misses. What a game he's having. 16 Ks now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you.
Right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Jesus Sanchez. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. On the ground, Kim tosses to first. Marlins set down in order, so he's through. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the right fielder, Andy Pages. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Now it's going to be James Outman. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Mookie digs in here. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
0-1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Wagaman gets under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Connor Norby. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Inside. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Inside.
Out to short. Bats up with it. And he'll be safe at first. So history wasn't meant to be in this one, but it's been quite the performance.
And that's tough for a pitcher to swallow. I mean, when you're right on the brink of a no-hitter and just pitched a heck of a game, just couldn't make it to the finish line.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Got him swinging for the K. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. No throw. He's in there safely.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
So digging in, Javier Sanoja. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, but no advance.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's ball 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Throw quickly to the infield, and the go-ahead run has to hold up at third with 2 away. 2 outs. bases full. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the dirt. Sanoha crosses the plate. He scores on the wild pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. They limit the damage here. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Ha-Seong Kim.
Baseman, Ha-Seong Kim.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1's the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. A little bit high. And the count 1-2. Got him. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next pitch is downstairs. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Not close with that one. And now 3-2. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one not close. And that's ball 2. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Oh, right to the backstop. So the tying run at second.
3.
And a swing and a miss. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. The batter now will be Will Smith. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. That misses the zone. 1-0. Ohtani at second with 2 down.
2-0.
In the dirt. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Not even close there. And now 3-0. Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second, 2 down. Manager out of the dugout now. Tyler Phillips on the pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Muncy in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away. So bases all loaded up. And here is Michael Conforto. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. And the Dodgers leave them loaded. They still trail 1-0. We go to the eighth. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. And there's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout.
Now batting left
And the
fielder,
batter now, Eric
Wagner.
Wagner. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count. I got 1 ball, 1
In
strike.
the dirt, but kept close. The 1-1. And that one is inside. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground, 2 ball. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-1.
Lifted in the air out to left. Conforto makes the grab. That's out number 2. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that one gets past the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. 2 outs.
2 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
Kind of a dagger right there with the insurance run scoring on the wild pitch. And at this stage in the game, you're just out there trying to keep it close and give your guys a chance to make a comeback. But that right there isn't going to help morale.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is down low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Out to short, Edwards. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
And a curve misses outside. And 1-1. Bases empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Betts on at second with 2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The tying run at the plate. Laser base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Oh, and this one gets away. But no advance from the runners. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers back here at Dodger Stadium. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1. Oh, that got him as well.
Got hit.
The
First
third
base.
batter he's hit with a pitch. Fortes,
Ball.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confident.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And now a man into scoring position. No outs. Runner on second. In the dirt, blocked. Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days.
And that one gets away at the plate. Mervis up to third on the wild pitch. And that one up and in. Look out.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
That's ball
and
4.
ball
Take your
4,
bait.
2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Pitch gets away. And save.
He got him.
A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th.
Ball 2.
This one in the dirt.
Hey.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
2-2 the count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat
One
are
ball,
fastballs.
2
Look
strikes.
for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Stowers tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Right through there. Got him. Good job at damage control. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the 9th. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Phillips back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one the other way, and foul ball. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 0-2. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining. Here comes Max Muncy. 1 for 3. And the sweeper misses. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
They're down to their final strike.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him, and that's the ball game. A shutout. Welcome to Houston, Texas and Daikin Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away, and pitching in this game, Framber Valdez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Chase might draw. The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out. Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Walker pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away. Benintendi up here. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Brings it in. And that is that. Bottom of the first. And stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. And that one missing low. In the air, center field. Robert on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away. Next to hit, Isaac Paredes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now it's Christian Walker. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And that is out of play. 2 outs. Hit in the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Batting fifth, catcher.
First and second, 2 outs. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. That one missing inside. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Altuve on second. Walker on at first with 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Baldwin squeezes it. That is the inning. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert Jr. That to right. Smith. And he makes the catch. 1 down. Stepping in, Edgar Caro.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
No ball.
One down, base is empty. Now 1-1. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
On the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Andrew Vaughn stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Josh Rojas. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Ground ball right side. Oh, nice stop at first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting eighth, right
So up
field,
next, Brooks Baldwin. Fouled off. He was late. And the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston. And now the DH, Zach DeZenzo. Pulls that one foul. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. That one down the line. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting seventh,
Jake
center
Myers
fielder,
up next for the Astros.
Jake Myers.
Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Makes the grab, 1 away.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. First and second, 1 out. And stepping in for the Astros, Brendan Rodgers. Late swing, fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the game.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Out to short, sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side. In time to Vaughn. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
Walker.
Swinging a foul straight back. 4 runs already in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hit on the ground to short. My draw. Zips it to first. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Houston brings in 3 on this homer. 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Valdez back to work. Josh Palacios, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Up and in, and it's 2-2. That one to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Now
back to the top of the White Sox lineup. And now the shortstop, Chase Maidroff. And first offering is fouled off. Maidroff, 23 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Runner at first with no outs here. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Vargas stands in now and watches strike 1. Line to left. And that's down, a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Could be a...
Rogers, 1 at second. And he'll hold on to it, so they get 1. And now it's Luis Robert. Flied to right his first time. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Rogers to first, and they take care of Robert. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a man aboard. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo. In the air out towards right center. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And now here is Jake Myers. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Now a chance for Cam Smith. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. And that one pulled foul. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Diaz, the lead runner at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Slings to first, and the inning is over. Back here at Dyken Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Edgar Caro. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Andrew Vaughn now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the dirt.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Myers should have this one. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. So a man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. This one lifted in the air, left field. Altuve makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brooks Baldwin. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So 2 on with 2 away. Josh Palacios now at the plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Myers in position, and that is that. Back here in Houston, bottom 4. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says. And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that is strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Walker at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. That's out to center field. Robert under it. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston, but they're in front 4-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Chase Mydron. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
Oh, that got him.
That hit him.
2 on, 1 out. So here's Robert now. 0 for 2 in this one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Ryan Gusto.
67.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
1 out. Runners at first and second. The changeup missing, and the count is 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone. Edgar Caro will hit next. And it's fouled away. Tap foul at the plate. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. High fly ball, right field. Smith nabs it, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Steven Wilson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo.
DeZenzo.
And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. 2 outs, nobody on. Now at the plate, Jake Myers. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. And the inning is over.
Out.
Astros. And we're back. And now Andrew Vaughn. Gusto back to work.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there. You know, these White Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
2-1.
And downstairs.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Myers takes it in for the out. 1 away. So man aboard, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Brooks Baldwin. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Baldwin, 24 years old, and he's usually a shortstop, but today he's starting in the outfield. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. That one missed. Vaughn, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one out to right. Smith snags it for the 2nd out. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Palacios. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Two outs.
1-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
That one fouled off. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
back-to-back singles. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is Jeremy Pena, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. This to third. Vargas. There's one. And that's all they'll get. Now, Isaac Paredes, 1 for 3. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's there. He's got it. And that is the top of inning number 7. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Chase Mydroff. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging, boog. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
Paredes fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Benintendi.
1-0.
First pitch, not close. Popped up right side, Rogers. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in Houston, bottom of the 7th. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2 now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No balls. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs. And now the DH, Zach DeZenzo. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Nothing. Back here at Dyken Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Luis Robert Jr. And he swings through that one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Caro. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Now batting.
Man at first, Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. To third, and it stays fair. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
This one in the air, center field. Myers has this one sized up, makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Chicago.
Now it's the right fielder, Brooks Baldwin. And a big swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Carroll, the runner at third. Vaughn on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts. Back here in Houston, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now Jake Myers misses the sweeper.
1 strike.
On the ground at first, Vaughn. He'll do it himself.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Cam Smith. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error.
Shortstop.
First and second, 1 out. And now the
Pena.
shortstop, Jeremy Pena. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, could be 2. My draw to second, and he'll keep it for just the 1. Here's the left fielder, Jose Altuve. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing, he held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 1 strike. High.
Squirts away a little bit. Well
1 ball,
done behind
2
the
strikes.
dish. There's a swing and a drive. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Josh Palacios. On the ground right side. Rodgers throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now here is Chase Mydroff. Swings and misses. 0-1.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The White Sox down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. That one the other way. Rodgers whips it to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one hit to right. Smith makes his way towards it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The White Sox down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And now.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Your Pittsburgh Pirates.
Just about set to go. Showing the slab in today's game, Tanner Rainey.
Well, just a three-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all three. Sometimes you can make that three look like four if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those three pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
And now it's Juan Soto. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there. I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. Out to center. Corrals it. And there's one down. Here's Pete Alonso. And that one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. That one not close. And that is ball one. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that is out of play. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And O'Neal is struck out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Brian Reynolds now in the box.
No ball.
Comes up empty with a swing there. On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. Here's McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And the Pirates go 1-2. Back here at PNC Park. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Rainey back to work. Towards first. And it goes just foul. Not
1-1.
close with that one, and it's 1-1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game. The pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Swinging a foul straight back. No score here in the second.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left. Hayes to first.
He's out.
Yeah, they get the out. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the second.
Leading
At the
off
plate for
the
Pittsburgh, Emmanuel
First
Valdez.
baseman, Emmanuel Valdez.
Fouled off left side. Strike 2.
0-2.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. This is Joey Bart. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That missed by a
1-1.
lot, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
2-2.
But that's not what that pitch was.
1 out, base is empty. On the ground, Vientos in plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. That one ripped. It 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here's Adam Frazier. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
One, two.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 left. Back here in Pittsburgh. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And there's a hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good.
What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your team.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Dennis Santana,
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
And here is Brandon Nimmo. Fought off foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
No
ball.
ball.
Try
Two
to go
strikes.
again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one finds its way through. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the pitch. Ground ball scooped up. Ke'Bryan Hayes. 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot,
1-0.
and he absolutely tattooed it.
McNeil takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that one ripped to left
Foul ball.
and foul ball. Cut out and missed, struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Tommy Pham. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Pirates, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So the lineup flips over, and here is O'Neal Cruz.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1, but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
Ripped to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes in to score. B-Ray coming to the plate now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the dirt. Triolo, the lead runner, out at second. Cruz at first with no outs. Alonso takes it himself. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. The pitch to McCutchen. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And Manuel Valdez digs in now. Went down on strikes his first time through. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that cost him a run as he scores easily. Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. That one to first. He steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. And we're back. Start of the 4th, and now Tyrone Taylor. And a swing and a miss.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. That missed inside, and that's ball one. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Out to short, Triolo. In the hole, jump throw, in there safely.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Reynolds makes the grab for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Alonso at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground right side. Frazier. Out number 3. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the Pirates catcher now. Joey Bart. Line drive. And it's caught for the out. Digging in. Ke'Bryan Hayes.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The Mets leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Pirates.
Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Two outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. Down in order. Back here at PNC Park, new inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And he swings over the top there.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop, third strike.
Now batting, third
Mark
baseman,
Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And that drops in for a strike. Vientos leads off first with 1 away. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Fires over to first. That's the second out. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. That's out number 3. So no runs. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Tommy Pham. Here's a high chopper. Alvarez to first in time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. And first offering is fouled off. The Pirates down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
In the dirt, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And a ground ball to first. Alonso. He'll do it himself. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Jeff McNeil. Santana back to work. And that's way high. And it's 1-0. Foul ball. That one off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. There's the strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Tyrone Taylor. Base hit center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players too. Manager out of the dugout, and he's
now pitching
the left-hander on now. Ryan Borucki.
Number 43. Ryan Borucki.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to their lead. It's 9-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Soto now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
The real
No
threats
ball.
are coming
2 strikes.
up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
He's already homered here in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Ryan Pepio.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Pepio, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Out to short. Angels retired, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Ripped to third and caught. Lau at the
Batting
plate.
second, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Outside low, 1-0. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Junior Caminero now at the plate. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
One strike.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. That's to third. Whips it across. That's the third out. Inning over. Back here at Tropicana Field, leading off Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
The catcher, number 14.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Swings through that one out in front that time.
One strike.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now on an 0-2.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. No throw, safe at second. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. And just a single as they hustle the ball back to the infield. And now Yoan Moncada. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Here's Joe Adele.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
O'Hoppe on third. Moncada at first. One gone. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Hard hit down the line and left. Bounces over the wall and foul ground, and it's an automatic double. As a run scores. And now, Kyron Paris. Tap foul at the plate. Second and third, one away. Here at the top of the second. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Ground ball to the right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
The batter, number 9.
Back to the top of the lineup. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Morel moving back for it. That one is gone.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Shanuel takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. Hard hit left side. Jump throw. On the money. Nice play. Back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Swings through that.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Next to hit, Christopher Morel. That's a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And down on strikes he goes, and one away.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Ward pulls it in on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
No ball.
Jose Caballero at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Two and one.
This one in the dirt. Aranda off of first with 2 away. Chop to the left side, but it kicks foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. One left. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. And ball one to the right fielder. Soler hitting third in the lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Ripped, but it curls foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man at first, nobody out. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Foul ball there. Inside. And the count even 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Sends it to first. And 1 away in the top of the third. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners. Here comes Yoan Moncada. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Meisner on the move to the gap. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. The throw in. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And here's the rookie center fielder, number 14. Kikuchi back to work. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Danny Jansen stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Yandy Diaz now. 0 for 1 so far. Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kenley
number
Jansen.
74.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Could be a chance here for them to...
Lined, and that's a base hit. As the stop sign goes up at third. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
1 ball. No
In the
strike.
dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Kicks and fires. And misses
No, that's a ball.
inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Jansen fires. Chop to third. Rengifo sends it across to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lau across to score, and it's now a 2-run game. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. But they do get a run. And now it's going to be Christopher Morel. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Luis Rengifo. First pitch misses.
You know, these Angels really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Over to Diaz. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. So digging in, Joe Adell. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. Going, gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 7-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Kyren Paris. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball. 1 ball. 1 strike.
And that one in the air center field. Settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. Swinging a foul out of play.
No.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed.
2
Probably
on 1.
doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
0-1. Ground ball right side. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder,
2 down, and now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Neto at third. Shanuel at second with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at the stop. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Right side. Meisner settles underneath it. And that is that. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Cameron Meisner. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Caballero swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
2 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 gone. And now the center fielder. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Danny Jansen to hit here. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now. So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz will hit next. On the ground to short. Neto. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter, number 8.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
Second baseman,
1 for 2.
Wow.
Right back to him on the mound. He's in there. So they're all loaded up. Next to hit, Junior Caminero. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. All loaded up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
2-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. In the air, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Adele going after it. Makes the grab. And that ends the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Angels 8, the Rays 6. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you've got to look alive out there.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here is Yohan Moncada. And
1
ball
ball,
1.
no strike.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And that one a little below the knees, and a count 2-1. To the right side, but that rolls foul. One down, base is empty. And
3
then
and 2.
skips in the dirt. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. Runner on at first with one gone. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. And a base hit right there. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Joe Adell, the next to hit. A swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Lined into left center. Base hit. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 10-6. One out. Runner at second. Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strike.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. They got it for out number 2. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs with a runner at third. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is downstairs. Swung on, belted. That one's back. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the...
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Halos 11, the Rays 6. Bottom of the inning, now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's going to be Cameron Meisner. That one pushed foul. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. And that one popped in the air, left field. Ward sizing it up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. In the air, right field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-0.
He swings and fouls one off. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And the Rays manager making his way.
Pitching for the
Manuel Rodriguez comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ward at the plate now. That's ball one. Soler gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score. And the lead runner has to hold on at second.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Over to Diaz. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Moncada, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. Pulls that one foul. Runner at second, two down. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lau sends it to first. That ends the inning. Bottom of the sixth. And now here is number 14. Jansen back to work. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Now it's Jansen to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Gets it to first. And a couple of quick outs. So the batting order turns over. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Ground ball left side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So no run. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Are we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Okay.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty.
Neto.
And next for L.A., Zach Neto. And there's a foul ball.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name.
He's under it at short, puts the squeeze on it, and that'll do it. Back here at Tropicana Field, now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lau.
Wow.
And that is out of play. The 0-1. And that one cutting but missing down low. That one down the line. Fair ball. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
There to beat him by an eyelash. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays.
Jonathan Aranda.
That one fouled off. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
And strike two. Wow, at second with two down. Ripped on a line. Soler makes the catch. And that is that. Rays strand just the one. Deficit holds steady at 12-6. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And one pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the eighth. This one high in the air to left center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's one down. So a man aboard. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward.
That's the ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fouled off left side. Runner at second here, one gone. And down on strikes. Two gone now. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And that one wrapped foul. This one smoked, could be trouble. Shanuel around third. He'll score. Passes third. He wants it all. Safe at home as two score on the inside the park homer. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Cameron Meisner.
Now
so they bring on their closer in the eighth, Hector Neris.
Number 54.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
In the air, left field, down the line, and he makes the grab. And there's one away. Jose Caballero digs in now. First pitch just misses. Next offering is fouled back. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Two down. Here's the center fielder. Swing and a slow roller. Paris on the run, sends it over to first. What a play. Inning over. We go to the ninth. Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. One up, one down. So up next, Joe Adell. This to third, Caminero. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their third error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
Meisner snags it, and there's two down.
Now batting.
Zach
Shortstop,
Neto
Zach
now at the plate.
Neto.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 16-6. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Shanuel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hit on the ground to short. Caballero.
Now batting.
Taylor
Lefty.
Ward, the
Taylor
next to hit for the Angels.
Ward.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Taylor Ward blasts one out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 19-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Right side. Handles, throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the 9th.
Reds.
And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. Neris back to work. And it's fouled away. Neris, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now just 2 outs away. So digging in, Yandy Diaz. The other way. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball. 2 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Brandon Lau will hit next. That one pushed to the left and foul. Neris is just 1 strike away. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And now 1 and 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Roll as much action as there was.